Khan, okay, Shalom, Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. First of all, I'd like to give all praises, glorification, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Double honors, of course, is extended unto the elder apostles of the Great Millstone GMS who continue to teach us well, rule well through the Spirit, leading the flock by example as they are our true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. Peace, blessings, citations, and respect goes out to the Akim, the brothers pushing this 100% gospel, this good news, the world over, in sincerity, in honesty, and in truth, risking their life for Yahweh, Yahweh Shai's sake. To you few sincere sisters who are doing the right thing, to you I say Shalom, Wa Adawan Ratazah, which means Lord willing. You know, so Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, and may the blessing of election fall upon your household. Okay, so yeah, again, man, it's more prophetic news. Okay, right, more what's the word I can think of? Okay, uneasiness. All right, is coming upon the earth, man. Particularly Babylon the Great, aka America. Okay, we're seeing a fall in jobs. Okay, jobs being axed, jobs being cut. Okay, you see more jobs disappearing than you see more job opportunities arising. All right, so that's putting on a strain onto the economy, man. Okay, people are losing it. People are in desperate need of things. Okay, and it's all going downhill from here, man. And America, it's not gonna last much longer. Okay, there's no healing Babylon. All right. So as you can see, this article on your screen from CNBC, it says CVS to slash 5,000 jobs as company deepens costly healthcare push. Okay, and this was published on August the 1st, 2023, the hopeful year that all these prophecies come to pass, which was coined and deemed by Elder Apostle Taha. Okay, and expect this to be commonplace. Expect this to happen more and more. Okay, as we inch closer to the return of Yahushua HaMashiach, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay, it says CVS Health is cutting 5,000 jobs to reduce costs as the retail pharmacy giant furthers its push into healthcare offerings. A person familiar with the matter told NBC, sorry, the pharmacy chain had about 300,000 employees in the US at the end of last year, according to a securities filing. A CVS spokesperson confirmed the layoffs and said they are not expected to impact customer-facing colleagues in our stores, pharmacies, clinics, or customer service centers. CVS Health is cutting 5,000 jobs to reduce costs as the retail pharmacy giant furthers its push into healthcare offerings. Okay, the pharmacy chain had about 300,000 employees in America end of last year. Read that already. CVS spokesperson confirmed the layoffs and said they are not expected to affect. Pretty much read that. Okay. As part of an enterprise initiative to reprioritize our investments around care delivery and technology, we must take difficult steps to reduce expenses. That's right, because of course, you know, the more people they take on, the more they'll have to pay out for their staff. All right. The spokesperson said in a statement to CNBC, this unfortunately includes the need to eliminate a number of non-customer facing positions across the company. Jake already last hired, first fired. Okay, especially if you're more or less a new starter, they'll get rid of you, quickly than they would someone who's been there for many years, who has who has long-term experience. Okay. The Wall Street Journal first reported the job cuts Tuesday, citing an international announcement to employees. It comes a day before CVS reports its second quarter earnings. Rhode Island-based CVS operates more than 9,000 retail locations and 1,100 walk-in clinics nationwide. The company owns one of the nation's largest health insurers and the biggest pharmacy benefit manager, which negotiates drug discounts with manufacturers on behalf of health insurers. But CVS has sharpened its focus on healthcare over the past few years, following similar moves by rivals such as Walgreens and tech giant Amazon. Okay, and a lot of companies, anyway, adopting that delivery method of their business. Okay, a lot of companies are moving towards that, where they like to, sell their products via delivery, whether it be by drone or having someone do so, or having someone go out and deliver their products to their customers instead of walk-ins and going into the store itself. Okay, because AI is taking over jobs such as those. Okay, there's even a McDonald's. I forgot where it's just AI, artificial intelligence operating it. There's no humans in there. Okay, so you can see the shift in the economy and the job market and the impact technology has on the job market and jobs in general. Okay, it says the company moved deeper into patient care with its nearly $8 billion acquisition of healthcare provider Signify Health and $10.6 billion deal to buy Oak Street Health, which operates primary care clinics for seniors. CVS cut its annual earnings forecast last quarter, citing the cost of those deals. So that's the time that we're coming into. All right, and all these companies are certainly going to be affected, man. All right, certainly going to be affected. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and the grind is certainly ceasing, man. There's less and less jobs out there. Okay, and those that look out the windows be darkened, right? Because America has a dark future. All right. Verse 4. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, i.e., people setting their alarm clocks to go to work. Okay, getting up early, applying for jobs, things like that, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Sorry about that. Okay, and then the music industry, man, music ain't the same as it was back in the day. Okay, especially where these rappers are concerned, man. Look how many rappers are perishing. You know, so that's where we're going. Okay, you got managers and even people up in higher positions are fretting if their jobs are secure or not, much less people lower down. All right, so people are on edge, man. They ain't so sure, this is all gonna pile up onto their mental health because they ain't sure if if they have a open quote secure job end quote, all right, or job for life. Okay, they're not sure if that's even gonna last because they were told, hey, this is a job for life. All right, we ain't ever gonna get rid of you. But look what's happening. Okay, so these people have trusted in, all right, in their governments. All right, especially the majority of our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians, and the Israelite foreigners, speckled birds. Okay, you're the children of Israel, man. So it's gonna have a bigger impact on you first and foremost. Us being at the bottom, and the heathens ruling over us, man. Okay, it's part of the curses. It's another article from Reuters. Okay, it says Tyson Foods to shut 4 American chicken plants in blow to small towns. This is another recent article, August the 7th, 2023. It says Tyson Foods is shutting 4 more chicken plants in Arkansas, Indiana, and Missouri to cut costs, a blow to small communities in the American heartland that depend on the meat packer for nearly 3,000 jobs. And look at that, man. And nearly everybody eats chicken, you know. And most of this chicken now is all lab grown and stuff like that. Okay? That these devils, the so called white man, is conducting experiments on and stuff like that, man. A lot of these things are lab grown, fake meat. Alright? You've got Beyond Meat, that's another one. Alright, that Kill Bates is you know, is coming up with these evil and sick, twisted inventions and plans. Alright? That's why we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. Alright, that's why he's buying up all the farmlands too. There's a reason behind all that. It says the company which reaped big profits as meat prices soared during the C19 pandemic is now adjusting to a decline and to slowing demand for some products. Tyson closed 2 other chicken plants in Arkansas and Virginia with almost 1,700 employees this year and has also laid off corporate employees. Okay, look at that. The decision by Tyson, the largest US meat producer by sales, to shutter facilities surprised and saddened local officials who said the 4 plants have been fixtures for more than 50 years. Right, so more than 50 years it's been there. Tyson said it will move the work done at the closing plants located in North Little Rock, Arkansas, Corridon, Indiana, Dexter, Missouri, and Noel, Missouri, to newer facilities closer to its customers. The plants are slated to close in late 2023 or early 2024, according to Tyson. Okay, so that's where we're at now. Just bear with me as this web page moves about, loads up. Just Satan being, deceptive. The four facilities account for 10% of Tyson's chicken slaughter capacity. All right, Chief Officer John Tyson told analysts on a call. The company employs roughly 1,500 workers at the facility in Noel, tucked in Missouri's southwest corner. Mayor Terry Lance said the city's total population is about 2,100 people, and it's local as well, man. So that they're gonna have to, you know, buy their chicken from elsewhere. It could be further out. All right, got to pay mind cost and petrol. All right, it's not local for them anymore now that they've closed near where the people live in a small town. All right. He said it's going to impact the city pretty hard. Lance said about 683 people work at the facility in Dexter, a city with a population of about 8,000. City Administrator David Wyman said. Wyman said he hopes to connect workers with other local employers so they do not leave town. Okay, so expect more riots and protests. Okay, people need a job and these jobs are now not here. There you go, man. So that's going to be an uptick in crime. Okay, people are going to invade one another, like it says in second address. Right, sedition among men. All right, and don't forget famine. Right, man-made famine. All right, and natural famines too, man. Okay, because when people can't go without, when they don't have their food, man. All right, they ain't themselves. Okay, if they can't look after their children, they need to eat, man. They're not themselves, man. Okay, and they're gonna you know go through any means necessary to obtain those necessities. All right. Says Tyson's decision has already put on hold Dexter's planning for a new wastewater treatment plant that could cost $18 million. Wyman said the city had been working on the project with plant management. Wyman added the closure also affects about 29 local farmers who own chicken houses to supply the facility, along with grain growers who produce chicken feed. Wyman said, right, so it's affecting the farmers too, man. Okay, but they help supply the facility. So there's a domino effect here, man. Okay, so that's affecting the farmers, and on top of that, you got the Lord bringing forth weather warfare. Okay, not enough water for these crops to grow, things like that, to even feed these chickens too. So the farmers are going to be suffering as well. Tyson declined to say how many plant employees will be affected. It said it will help relocate workers and encourage them to apply for other positions at Tyson. Says these moves are difficult, certainly. CFO Tyson said in an interview. For the long term of Tyson, this is a move that should allow us to be better, more efficient, and serve our customers better. CEO Donna King said on the call with analysis, the plants are typically smaller and in need of major capital to make them viable. Okay, I believe that's a lot of information there. Okay, so that's where we are, man. Exactly where we are. Okay. Alright, so famines, major death and destruction is coming. Okay. Let's get Lamentation. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 9. They that be slain with the sword, which is the modern day sword, is the gun, alright, things like that, are better than they that be slain with hunger, for these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. And that's what I mean, man. Major famine is coming. Okay, and if you get, shot in the head, that's a quick, instant death. Right, it'd be painful for what, half a second, split second. Okay, but those that just, die of a famine, which is a slow but agonizing and painful death, you're just wasting away, your organs just wasting away, your body just eating itself out. Okay, that's slow, agonizing, and painful. Okay, and a lot of you Babylonians in America, man, you can't go without food, every 2 to 3 hours. Okay, so this will be a major fast for you. Okay. This is what's coming to 2/3 as well in Babylon the Great. All right. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 15, which reads, "Neither shall there be any work for Egypt," which America is the modern day Egypt spiritually, right, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. That's right, and we're seeing that there's less and less work in America. America's a consuming nation, okay? All right, they tend to, import goods, take in goods rather than export, okay? We're more of a consuming nation, all right? If we go up a verse, verse 14, "The Lord Yahweh has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit." Okay, and America's it's struggling. Okay, and all these other nations see it, man. Okay, the bully of the earth is staggering. Okay, economically, financially, even the military is getting weaker. You got a lot of trans people in the military. Okay, so these are the nations like Russia, China, North Korea. They see this, and it's easier for them, to talk shit back at America. Because at one point they couldn't do that, man. They dare not say anything, but now they can do that. And then when the time is right, when Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is ready, man, he's gonna put a heavy spirit on these nations to launch ICBM missiles on America, man. Okay. Verse 16, "In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord Yahweh of hosts," hosts meaning armies, "which he shaketh over it." That's right, man. And America's just getting more brittle and more brittle. All right. So that's the thing. Let's get another scripture. This is Second Edges chapter 16. Jump down to verse 21, straight to the point. "Behold, victuals or victuals, which is like your food and things like that, shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils," meaning bad times, "grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." Verse 22, "For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy." Okay, so they might even think that, okay, we'll buy food elsewhere, we'll stock up on all this, which is all right to stock up on on food and things like that, but that ultimately won't save you. First of all, you have to be part of the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, first of all, but that can only stocking up can only take you so far. Okay, because people can locate that if they know of it, break in and break your stuff and rob you. All right, but then it is wise to to do so, just to have that extra bit, just prepare yourself. Okay, but ultimately you're going to trust in the Lord, the elect will. Okay, and they might seem that things might get cheaper. All right, things might go down in price, and they might think, okay, things are getting better. That's where they're going to be sadly mistaken to truly believe that, because cost of inflation and hyperinflation, things are just going to get more and more expensive. Okay. All right, and it's just going to be so bad. Revelation 6:6 talks about let me get that. Revelation chapter 6 verse 6 talks about, "And I heard a voice," well, I'll read it, "and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts saying, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine." Oil and the wine means the true understanding of the scriptures, man. Okay, so inflation and hyperinflation is coming. Okay, a day's wage is what's going to buy your basic food, like your bread or your milk and your egg, things like that. All right, so people are going to think, oh, okay, things may have gone down in price, right, and that'll only be temporary, and then straight away it'll jump back up, just like with the petrol. That was an example. Gas prices, things like that. It went down for a bit and it went straight back up again. All right. Uh, Isaiah chapter 31, verse 5. "As birds flying, so will the Lord Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai of hosts, defend Jerusalem," or Jerusalem in Hebrew, which means city of peace. Okay. Alright. Defending also he will deliver it, and passing over he will preserve it. Right? Jerusalem being a people before a place. Okay, so the Lord, right, he's going to defend the elect of the nation of Israel, man, and preserve them. Okay, because the elect will have the mark of exemption, that Thawah. Alright, so he'll defend the elect of the nation of Israel. Alright, they'll be fine in that day. The Lord's going to look after them. Let's get a scripture to prove this. This is Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13. Sorry. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, power. Behold, my servant shall eat, but you shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed. But behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Okay? So in these dire times where there's going to be famines, scarcity of food and water, okay, the Lord is going to preserve and protect his elect, and they'll eat in that day. Okay, remember Elijah was fed by, birds, all right, not by a raven. Okay, so expect miracles to come, man. Miracles going to happen again. Okay, it's one of our forefathers. All right, and the Lord may try the elect, of course. They may go without food for a little bit. Okay, to test their faith, because faith is what's going to please the Lord in that time. Okay, and faith is what you need, and that's a gift, according to Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. All right, but again, the Lord will come through for the elect. All right, these are the people, man. They're carnal. These heathens, Esau, Edom. All right, they ain't got no chance whatsoever, man. That's why they're gonna be cast out as dung upon the earth, man. Dead bodies everywhere. That's massive judgment from the Lord. Okay, so that's where we're coming to. Let's get Matthew chapter 24. Go to verse 8, which reads, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Start around it up there, because it is. The words of Yahushua, man. All these are the beginning of sorrows. If you go up, verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumours of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Alright? And all these coming together, man, into one massive pot of mixture. It's going to boil over. It's going to boil over. Alright? Okay? And, that'll be, the worst time in history. Because we are coming to the worst time in history. Pursuing to the book of Daniel. Alright? But, these people trust in their, in this system. Alright? This wicked system. This government. Okay? And there was something that the president, was it Reagan that said, let me get that now. Reagan. I think it was Ronald Reagan that said it. Bear with me while it. Words from the government. Here to help. Oh, that was it. This is it, yeah. Brilliant. Okay. And these Edomites telling you this, man. Look at this. A quote from Ronald Reagan, former president of Babylon the Great. The most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Okay. And a lot of people trusting in the C-19 vaccine. Okay. Because best believe these World War II rationing type things are coming back. Maybe even more stricter than that. Okay. Food stamps. Things like that. Right? So that's where we're coming to. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, uplifting, and encouraging. I pray that it was lifting, edifying, and encouraging. Okay? And if you're an Israelite, repent, for the kingdom of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushua is at hand. Alright? Again, double honors to the apostles, the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and continue to teach us well through the Spirit. With that, keep fighting, keep studying, keep praying. Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abad Babal, Shabbat Shalom.